All right, so let's begin the session. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday morning. My name is Kanhiya Jha, and I'm heading the admission and marketing at International College of Financial Planning. It's a part of Bajaj Capital Group. Today's session is truly special. We are joined by distinguished leader in the world of personal finance, Mr. Puttaswamy Gowda. He is a certified financial planner and founder and chief visionary officer of FinoWise. With over decades of hands-on experience across mutual fund, life insurance, general insurance, and wealth management, he has been a driving force in building FinoWise into a trusted name, guiding countless individuals and families towards smart financial decisions and long-term wealth creation. With truly set, what truly sets him apart is his purpose-driven approach. His philosophy centered around creating happiness and financial freedom for people. Through his deep knowledge and practical insights, he has empowered clients to build secure and meaningful financial lives. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. Now the stage is yours.
Thank you, Kaneji. Just a minute. Um, yeah.
Friends, just a ground rule. We have kept everyone on mute just to ensure that when Sir speaks, we all can hear him without any disturbance. But it doesn't deter you asking your questions. You can always ask your question in the chat box. And at the end of the session, we will have a dedicated 15 or 20 minutes Q&A session where you can interact with the sir and ask your query directly from the sir. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
All right. So thank you, Kaneji, and thank you so much. Madhu Madam has joined.
No, Madhu ma'am
Oh,
have different class.
no problem. So I can see if you can please switch on your video. I can see you, Kishan. Thank you so much for joining, Krishan, Vashist. Oh, yes. Ratna Kumar ji, welcome. Guru Narayan, welcome. Furkan Qureshi, welcome. Subramaniani, welcome. Hariharan. Yes, so others, if you are there listening, please switch on the video so that I can recognize you. I can uh, talk to live people. You might be, if you are busy and you are attending here, probably will miss something big, something important. Okay. So, yes, Chandramani, welcome. Topash, welcome. Gopal Krishnanji, welcome. Hamid sir, welcome. All right. So, let me you can spotlight. Okay,
Oh,
Mike.
just a moment.
Okay, got it. Done. So thank you so much. Before I go ahead and continue with our today's topic and session, may I know what kind of audience I'm speaking to? Are you a working professional or self-employed professional or student? So student professional. So if you are working professional, write as WP. If you are self-employed professional, write as SP. If you are student professional, write as student. Working professional, Amit. Okay. SP student, self-employed professional. Self-employed professional मतलब फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर है, MFD है, इंश्योरेंस एडवाइजर है. If you are from the both working professional plus self-employed professional, SP, retired and trying to have a different career, Ratna Kumar ji. Okay, great. Good morning all. WP working professional. Okay. Yeah, so some are working and some are self-employed, some are retired, planning to start the career. So I think probably I'm talking to the right audience then. I would like, we don't have too many students here, very new to the industry, but you are self-employed professional or working professional and you want to, I got to know that you all are job mutual fund company. Okay. You all are aspiring to become a CFP, certified financial planner. So, like you all, even one day I was also aspiring to become CFP. Just quick little background about me, so that you know that who I am and where I am coming from. If I'm talking to you something, from what capacity I'm talking. So I started my career as insurance agent independently after my graduation in 2002, and then initial 10 years I worked full time as insurance agent only, life insurance LIC agent. हार्डकोर LIC एजेंट, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड। ओके, सो हार्डकोर LIC एजेंट का मतलब इंश्योरेंस, मतलब मी एंड मी मतलब इंश्योरेंस, दूसरा कुछ नहीं समझ में आता था। सो दैट्स लाइक दैट। सो विच ऑल लैंग्वेज यू कंफर्टेबल, हिंदी, इंग्लिश और मिक्स language part? Can I have some answer in the chat box? Mix good English. Okay, so we have some English reserved people also. All right, so I'll try to keep maximum 70-80% of my conversation in English, and maybe kabhi 10-20% because I've been in Mumbai, did my business for almost 20 years in Mumbai, so ज़्यादा हिंदी का influence आता है. So, but don't worry, you will get my message. Okay, so yeah. So I started as insurance agent in 2002, and the initial 10 years hardcore, I worked as or practiced or did business as hardcore LIC agent, and did very successful, were successful in as a LIC agent till 2012, 2013, till I complete my CFP, till I did my CFP. मतलब MDRT, that whatever, all the every year LIC has different designation and achievement award. Everything I was winning, zonal club, CM club, DM club, so MDRT, everything I was doing every year, very successfully doing insurance business. In 2012-13, I've decided to do CFP, like some of you are now joined here to do CFP. Okay. So you must have heard about this saying called education, everything was going good, education ruined. Okay. So after doing CFP, I was unable to speak to people or even talk to people about insurance, neither insurance nor any other products, because after learning the CFP part, like the time value of money, IRR, XIRR, जब तक ये नहीं पता था तब तक सब कुछ अच्छा था। लाइक इंश्योरेंस ही बेस्ट है करके हम करते थे और सारे प्रोडक्ट्स ये सब कर रहे थे, बट आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग द CFP, आफ्टर अंडरस्टैंडिंग द कैलकुलेशन मैथमेटिक्स एवरीथिंग, देन स्टार्टेड गेटिंग नाइटमेयर्स, because if client start asking me why did you give this plan, why you have suggested this plan, ये इसका IRR इतना कम क्यों, ये प्रोडक्ट सजेस्ट किया, what will I tell? So for almost 1-2 years I was struggling in the beginning after completing the CFP. Okay, because I didn't know how to go about it, because in all my life as started career only sold insurance. But somehow, because of the CFP knowledge I had, I figure out my own way of doing the business. So within 2 years, I have created my own solution called 7 Events to Financial Freedom concept. Okay, and started doing following that concept. So from 2014, mix of everything, 7 Events to Financial Freedom concept, where I've created my own concept where insurance was also part of that. So all your emergency planning, risk, health insurance planning, your disability insurance planning, your life insurance planning, and your retirement planning, and your education goal planning, and all other aspirational goal planning. These are all the 7 events that I have been talking. Okay, I started following this concept and I started getting very good result. Okay, so then I stopped talking about only insurance. So I started doing comprehensive planning for clients from 2014. And fast forward today, where I stand. So I stand today. I have three companies, three verticals. One is B2C company. Just to show you. So these are three verticals I run. I have. So FinnoVoice Freedom LLP is my B2C company, where we have almost 300 crores plus asset we are managing, and we have about five branches: Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Varanasi, MP, Katni. Okay, and we have about 3,000, close to 3,000 clients here, जिसका wealth हम manage कर रहे हैं. And then Next Freedom LifeX Private Limited is a B2B company where we create, if anybody wants to become a successful MFD or financial advisors. So we provide the platform and ecosystem through this company, Next Freedom LifeX Private Limited. So recently I've started with a mission to transform 1 million people's life. I alone cannot do that. If I just do through my B2C company, I cannot handle 1 million or 1 lakh people. Okay, I can hardly today, even managing 3,000 people is very, very difficult. Don't get time. Okay. So but my vision is, purpose is big. I want to transform 1 million people, and that is the reason we started this company, Next Freedom LifeX Private Limited, where, like me, if I create 10,000 financial advisors and distributors in the market with my vast experience of 20 years, and do and teach whatever I am doing in my business in this company, and if they start doing that, 10,000, even if they start handling thousand clients, 10,000 into 1,000, you just count it, how many people to become. So that's the mission. In next 10 years, I want to touch and transform 1 million people's life through this work. And also, not just this is the new people I will be creating. There are already thousands of, or almost 2.5 lakh distributors are there in the market, financial advisors are there in the market. So we are training them through this Next Level Education Private Limited. Existing financial advisors, we have training coaching program where people are getting trained how to do this business as a business, instead of working in the business, instead of just focusing as a practitioner, how they can transform themselves from an individual advisor, individual agent into a business entrepreneur. That's what I have created. Okay. So these are the three vertical we have, and we have many subsidiaries companies from the compliance point of view. These are all the subsidiaries that we have, so many companies here. And this is the business we do those companies. Okay. So this is the little background about where I am coming from. If I am talking to you something, I myself been doing this work. As 2014 I have completed, 2013 I have completed my CFP, and since then started doing this business, got very good success. And in 2018-19 I started teaching the existing financial advisors what is the right way of doing this business. Okay, so through Next Level Education Private Limited. And so today almost I have trained more than 5,000 plus people through our various program we have at Next Level Education, run their business. So all the three vertical we are doing the business. So that's the little background about where I am coming from. Now let me get into the today's topic. So I hope all of you are, I am audible and you are able to follow me. If you are able to follow me, type in the chat box, following. Type in the chat box, following. CFP and CFA different. Yes, these are all questions they will answer at the end. Don't worry. Okay, let me go into the main, the scope and size of this industry. जिसमें हम है, why I am so positive, I am so optimistic, I am so इतना मैं बिजनेस को लेके क्यों मैं बहुत aspiring हूँ इसमें, उसके ऊपर हम थोड़ा ज्यादा बात करेंगे, so that if your why is clear, then what and how is very easy. So today's my topic is all about why you should be doing CFP, or why you should be a professional financial advisor, not just simply a financial advisor. Okay. And today, whatever I am and whatever I'm talking, like, let me tell you in single word, if I have to tell you, if you are a CFP, you can be a normal financial advisor also, normal MFD also. Okay. But the difference between the normal MFD and the professional CFP, if you have really used the CFP knowledge, there are many CFPs also, in spite of CFP करने के बाद भी product selling में ही है वो लोग. So I don't, in our company at Finovise, we don't believe in transactional business. We don't believe in transactional business. We upfront tell our clients, if you're coming to me because you have money in your bank account, if you're coming to me because you have some surplus, you want to do SIP, if you're coming to me that you want to buy some insurance policy, don't come to us. There are many other better platforms are available in the market. You can go there. If you are coming to me, you have to come that I want to achieve financial freedom. You have to come ये होना चाहिए. After 10 years, 15 years, 12 years, 15 years down the line, you should tell, because of you and your team, because of Swami, because of Finovise, because of so and so, today I got my financial freedom, today I've achieved financial independence. In my last 20 years of, more than 20 years of 2 decades of experience, I get every week at least 8 to 10 calls through our referrals. Okay, I keep getting the reference from our existing clients, satisfied clients, and all the reference that I get, nobody calls me so far in this, hardly anybody called me that I want, everybody calls that I want to do some SIP, I want to invest some mutual fund, I want to invest in stocks, I want to invest in PMS, but, or I want to buy some health insurance or life insurance. Nobody called me till today that I want to achieve financial freedom. Can you help me? because they don't have the inspiring goal only. And that's why we at Finnovoice have made this a policy and principle: no goal, no investment. We don't want unnecessary, because it's not going to help benefit anybody. Okay. And so that's the reason we don't believe in transactional business. We believe in transformational business. Transformation का मतलब क्या है? Because of whatever we are helping you, handholding you, guiding you throughout your wealth creation journey, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years down the line, you should say that because of you, because of your team, today I've achieved my financial independence, today I've achieved financial freedom. This is the real satisfaction that we get. Today, we don't have to do for money. Whatever income that we are getting, that is more than enough to live our desired and aspirational life. हमको जो भी करना है, पैसे के लिए काम करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So if you're doing, we are doing because we want to transform our people's life. That's the reason we are doing. Okay. And this is possible. This will happen only when you are a true financial professional. And for that, your CFP knowledge. This is CFP is basically a financial engineering. लाइक यू वांट टू लाइक बहुत सारे जो बाकी अगर कोई भी काम करना, जैसे इफ यू वांट टू बिकम अ डॉक्टर, देयर इज ए क्वालिफिकेशन विच इज कॉल्ड एमबीबीएस. एंड थ्रू आउट द एमबीबीएस व्हाट डू दे टीच? मेडिसिन, हेल्थ, वही सिखाते हैं ना. एंड इफ यू वांट टू बिकम इंजीनियर, थ्रू आउट द इंजीनियरिंग व्हाट डू दे टीच? डू दे टीच फाइनेंस इन दैट इंजीनियरिंग? They teach only engineering, how the system work, how this, whatever is the engineering process. If you want to become advocate, lawyer, they throughout that they teach law. And if you want to become a CA, throughout they teach about accounting, finance, taxation. But unfortunately, this personal finance industry is so big, so great. Okay, we don't have a like most of the 90% of the advisors, they are there. They have done basic certifications which are mandatory to get license, like NISM, IIDA, etc., etc. There is no specialization course. So I consider CFP as a financial engineering course. And when you have this financial engineering brain, when you sit in front of the client, you can give solution like this, whatever the question they ask, whatever they want. When you understand the time value of money, it's a eighth wonder according to me. Time value of money, knowledge. That itself, the time value of money, knowledge itself is the eighth wonder of the world. अगर ये जो compounding eighth wonder बोलते हैं, कि compounding नहीं, the knowledge of the time value of money and application of the time value of money, not just acquiring the knowledge of the time value of money. So throughout the CFP, whatever you बाकी जब सीखोगे ना, वो सब खाली theory है. What is most important is the time value of money, understanding clearly the time value of money. If you understand and learn and just follow the time value of money, forget about others, whether you will help others or not. It is my guarantee, if you understand, really understand the time value of money and apply those principles of the time value of money, within 10 to 12 years, wherever you are, whatever stage you are, you can achieve your financial freedom. This is my guarantee. And that is what I have done. Within 10 years, you can see from where I have reached where. And let me tell you, today we are managing over 300 crores plus assets. हमारे सब PMS म्यूचुअल फंड सब पकड़ के वी आर मैनेजिंग टोटल 300 crores का एसेट मैनेज कर रहे हैं. ओके, 300 crores से ज्यादा, एंड ऑलमोस्ट 2 crores टू crores प्लस SIP बुक मैनेज करते हैं. तो what was my asset I was managing in 2020? I still remember when the COVID hit, my AUM was 40 crore and it corrected and it came exactly market का सेंसेस के लेवल में था. It was at 40 crores and corrected and it was at 24 crores. And within just last 5 years, from 25 crores, we are now currently at 300 crores. Imagine the growth of this. कितना पोटेंशियल है. एंड अगर किसी को गणित आता है, गणित कर लो. इवन 75 बेसिस पॉइंट का भी अगर इनकम पकड़ते पर ईयर, 0.75% का, यू कैन make out what kind of income we are making. Yes, of course, I have a team of 30 plus people and I have almost 4 or 5 partners with me from who is managing different branches, but we're already at that stage. Okay, so that is the potential of this. So इसीलिए CFP को do not underestimate. I saw CFP from this perspective, this angle. And if you see from the same angle, definitely you are going to transform your life. And if you focus on transforming your life, automatically will help other people. Okay. So that's it. So now I have some small presentation. Let me quickly take you through that presentation. And then if you have any question, we can discuss at the end. There is a time available. So career in personal finance, whether you want to start your own practice or you want to be part of some company already who is specialized in this. So why this decade, not just this decade, and they can say this century, and many decades ahead will belongs to the wealth professionals from India. That's what we are going to discuss. What is the potential that we are sitting at? किस चीज में हम बैठे हुए हैं. एंड अगर फास्ट बैक बैक बैकफ्लैश में अगर हम जाते हैं. So 2025 years back, it was just 1.1 trillion industry. If I'm consider only the mutual fund AUM, I'm not even taking AF, AIF, PMS and small case advisory stocks का वो सब मैं पकड़ नहीं रहा हूँ. Just only mutual fund industry का जो AUM from 1.1 trillion, it is now today at almost 80 trillion. Okay, 80 trillion. It has grown by almost 19% CAGR year on year. And around in 2000, you had to explain what is SIP. How does SIP work? And today you don't have to explain anybody what is SIP. So it's merely hardly 1000, 2000 का आसपास SIP book, 1000 से भी less था. And today we are at almost 30,000 crore SIP book per month. What is the meaning of this? Even यहाँ पे भी अगर न्यू बिजनेस लमसम कुछ भी नहीं आया इंडस्ट्री में, साल का 3.5 lakh crore is getting added only through SIP. Why India is standing strong in spite of all the global factors that are happening is because of the continuous flow of SIP money. Okay, this is the potential, and 10 crore plus SIP active accounts are there today. Okay, this is the scope of this industry which has grown. And since 2022, जब से Prime Minister has used this word, and everybody is talking in India, भारत का अमृत काल 2022 से लेके 2047 का, जब 2047 when India completes 100 years, so this phase that we are in currently is called Amrit Kal phase. The same phase where US was there from 1980 to 2000, and China was there from 2000 to 2020. Okay, so that phase we have entered. So that's the reason this is the really Amrit Kal period. Okay, so now Amrit Kal का जो what is the meaning of Amrit Kal? अभी currently we are about 4 to 4.5 trillion dollar economy है, and by 2047 in next 22 years from here, okay, so we are expecting that India will become $30 trillion economy. Now we will see whether it is possible or not. Okay, so before we go there, एक लैडिस करके एक गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का एक कमिटी है. लेट मी जस्ट टाइप दैट इन द गूगल. If you LARRDS, Parliamentary Library and Reference Research Documentation Information Service. So it's basically a division of Lok Sabha Secretariat in India. Its a primary purpose is to provide information and research support to members of Parliament catering to the multifarious needs of the Parliament. This includes wide range of services such as an online press clipping service, digitization of parliamentary records, and managing publication. So this is एक parliamentary committee है, एक department है, जो research department है, which has done the research and which has published a report. And as per that report, लैटिस के रिपोर्ट के हिसाब से इंडिया 2047 में क्या रहेगा. ओके, सो इकोनॉमी 2022 में ये रिपोर्ट आया था, $3.5 trillion इकोनॉमी था, एंड 2047 में इट्स एक्सपेक्टेड इट विल बिकम, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि 30 ट्रिलियन बनेगा. सो गवर्नमेंट का डिपार्टमेंट बोल रहे हैं, पार्लियामेंट्री का डिपार्टमेंट बोल रहे हैं कि बाय 2047 इंडिया विल बिकम $30 trillion इकोनॉमी. ओके, एंड 2022 में पर कैपिटा इनकम ऑफ द पर्सन वाज $2,400, and today by 2047 the per capita income is expected is $20,000. $20,000 का मतलब क्या है? अमाउंट, वो तो मैं 2047 का बात कर रहे हैं. इफ यू रीड बिटवीन द लाइन, व्हाट इज द बेसिक एग्जम्पशन लिमिट, अप टू व्हाट इनकम इंडिया इंडिया में टैक्स नहीं लगता है विद लेटेस्ट न्यू रेजिम के हिसाब से? कैन यू टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स टिल व्हाट इनकम इट्स नॉट टैक्स्ड? 12,75,000. 2047 में इंडिया का पर कैपिटा इनकम बनेगा, इट इज सेइंग, द रिपोर्ट इज सेइंग इट विल $20,000. And today already government has given exemption limit of 12.70, which is $15,000 income का exemption दिया हुआ है. Are you all here? Hello. So this is the meaning of that, which is very much possible. So Indian economy 30 ट्रिलियन. तो जो पार्लियामेंट्री का डिपार्टमेंट बोलते हैं कि 30 ट्रिलियन बनेगा, बट देर इज चीफ इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर टू गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का एक चीफ इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर, एक्स चीफ इकोनॉमिक एडवाइजर कृष्णमूर्ति सुब्रमण्यन has written a book, India at 100. In this book, not 30 trillion, he is claiming India will achieve $55 trillion economy, will become $55 trillion economy. Forget about 55 trillion. Even if we just stick to our $30 trillion, what is the meaning of that? We will become from developing country to developed economy. And that means यहां से अभी जो 4 ट्रिलियन से 30 ट्रिलियन का मतलब क्या? रफली 8 times in 22 years. ओके, 8 times बनना है. और इज लुक्स इम्पॉसिबल 8 times यहां से ग्रो होना है. बट द थिंग इज, यहां से अगर $30 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी बनना है, वी जस्ट नीड growth rate of GDP growth rate of only 9.5%. So the GDP growth rate मतलब क्या? इन्फ्लेशन, द ग्रोथ रेट ऑफ द कंपाउंडिंग जो ग्रोथ होना चाहिए 9.5% का. एंड इफ यू सी, इफ यू एनीबडी हैज दिस हैबिट ऑफ रीडिंग बाय मिस्टेक, दिस हैबिट ऑफ रीडिंग इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स और दिस बिजनेस में, इसका अगर आप सुना होगा, टुडे देयर इज अ रिपोर्ट 8.6% का जीडीपी ग्रोथ रेट है, प्लस यू एड अनदर 5% ऑफ एवरेज इन्फ्लेशन. सो इंडिया इज ग्रोइंग एट मिनिमम 12 to 14%. Okay. And to reach from 4 to 30, we just need to grow by 9.5%. 9.5% में. And we can achieve that 30 trillion, which is very much possible. Now the question is, what will the Sensex in 2047 if the अगर GDP $30 trillion बनता है? Okay. So today Sensex 85,000. 1980 100 था. 2025 में 85,000. So that means throughout this 45 years time, it has grown average growth rate of the Sensex, okay, 16.17%. That means 100 has become 85,000. That means 850 times it has become in 45. This is not 25. Read it as 45. So if the Sensex grows at, because GDP, the Sensex का growth है या Nifty earnings है, basically it is combination of two things. One is GDP plus inflation and plus market premium. Not just exactly GDP plus inflation. There is also market premium, and that's the reason if the GDP, average GDP has been our 8-9% का GDP रहा है, 6-7% का inflation रहा है, that's how it is coming 16% का जो average growth rate. And if it grows at 16.17%, any guess what will be the Sensex number? Can you put in the chat box? These are the some of the one of the session I was attending from this Rakesh Junjunwale का एक fund manager था. So it was insight for me also to like what kind of numbers we are reaching, and I thought of sharing with all of you. Uh, is the chat box working? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, sir. You are very loud and clear.
Yeah. My question is, what will be the Sensex in 22 years down the line, 2047, if it grows by 16%? इसलिए time value of money is very important. Can you just put some guessing number according to what will be the Sensex? So Guru Narayan Sen is saying 1,50,000. Today we are at 85. 2047 May it will be 1,50,000. Okay. Any other numbers? 8.5 lakh. Ratna Kumar is saying yeah, say 10 times. Gopal Krishnan is saying 40 times more. Come on, guys. You are entering that world, and we are going to see that 1.7 lakh. 20 times more, Jagan Sarwan. Okay, now let me show you. अगर 16.17% जो पिछले 45 ईयर्स में जो एवरेज हुआ है, अगर सेम रेट में अगर ग्रो हुआ, तो व्हाट विल बी द सेंसेक्स टुडे? 85,000, यहां से 27 टाइम्स, दैट मीन्स ऑलमोस्ट 22 to 23 lakhs का सेंसेक्स होगा। 22 lakhs to 23 lakhs का सेंसेस लेवल होगा। आप सोच भी नहीं सकते उस लेवल पे पहुंचने वाला है। ओके, सो अगर आज म्यूचुअल फंड एयूएम का अगर हम ग्रोथ की बात कर रहे हैं, पीएमएस एएफ और फास्ट ग्रोथ से हो रहा है। इवन म्यूचुअल फंड का अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं, 1.1 ट्रिलियन से यहाँ से 17.8 ट्रिलियन बना है लास्ट 25 ईयर्स में, एंड 19% सीएजीआर में ग्रो हुआ है। अगर सेम ग्रोथ रेट में अगर म्यूचुअल फंड इंडस्ट्री का अगर ग्रोथ होता है 19% में, एंड यू नो टुडे $79 ट्रिलियन का जो एसेट अंडर मैनेजमेंट है इन म्यूचुअल फंड इंडस्ट्री, व्हाट विल बी द साइज ऑफ दिस? This will be 3,629 ट्रिलियंस डॉलर नो का मार्केट साइज बनने वाला है, ईयूएम बनने वाला है 19%। यहां से 45 टाइम्स वेल्थ होने वाला है। सो अगर आप लोग इस इंडस्ट्री में है ऑलरेडी, अगर आपके एसेट है, तो आप मल्टीप्लाई कर लो आपका कितना ग्रो होगा। मार्केट इज ग्रोइंग बाय 19%, मतलब द इंडस्ट्रीज, नॉट मार्केट, इंडस्ट्री इज ग्रोइंग बाय, मार्केट इज ग्रोइंग बाय 15-16%, इंडस्ट्री इज ग्रोइंग बाय 19%। So what will be your growth? What will be your potential? Okay, 45 times बनने वाला है यहाँ से 22 years में, अगले 22 years में। And not just, by the way, these are all just for example, and this is not a recommendation to buy or invest in any of the fund. Only for education purpose, only for illustration purpose. Those should not be considered as advice or recommendation to invest. Just for example, these are all available on those companies' sites also. So these are the three funds. यहाँ पे अगर किसी ने 1 लाख रुपए डाला होता, इन्वेस्ट किया होता, जब when the fund has started in 30 years, 29 years, 28 years back, today this fund has become 1.78 crores. This fund has become 4 crores. This fund has become 1.4. This is the kind of CAGR portfolio grow हुआ है। This 178 times, 400 times, 140 times. Okay, 95 से लेके अभी तक almost 30 years में, this is the kind of growth that has happened. So it's a huge scope is there for growth. Even SIP of just 5,000 rupees has become 10 crores. 7.7 crore, 7.73, 5,000, anybody could have started. But how many of them have created this kind of wealth? Why? Because they didn't have proper advisor, coach with them. And that's why this industry needs many professionals like you, who understand, who explain, who handle, who guide, and stand with that client and take them along with them. Okay. And question आएगा कि past में, you know, in the past it has done well, it has given well, not necessarily future में होगा। Yes, I agree with you. Past performance is not the guarantee or assurance of the future performance. I totally agree. Past में this, whatever the return you saw, 15% of the index, 16% of the index, or industry growth of 19%, or fund level performance of 19, 20, 21, 22%. Okay. That is not given straight away, one-sided नहीं आया। It has seen everything that could, I don't know any other new thing is hiding, कहाँ पे कुछ होगा। Every time there was something or the new happening, and all these events have happened. I think most of the event we have witnessed. That is factored in everything. In spite of that, we stand here. इससे क्या वर्स्ट होगा? अगर ये भी फ्यूचर में ये सारे रिपीट होंगे, डिफरेंट वर्जन में होंगे, in spite of that, there is a chance that we will reach. Okay. So you saw that market is, though India is going to become, India is already 5 trillion, almost close to $5 trillion economy है, and you know आगे जाके $30 trillion economy बनेगा, and AUM is growing 17%, $80 trillion economy बन चुका है। फंड लेवल पे भी अगर किसी ने 1 लाख भी इन्वेस्ट किया होता, तो what kind of money wealth it has become, you saw that. Okay, but the point is, you know, what is important is, in spite of all these things, I would like to show some statistics how the wealth is distributed in India. What, like, how much wealth different people own, नेटवर्क कितना है लोगों का, wealth कितना है, in spite of इतना growth होने के बाद भी. So again, there was a statistics research by Credit Suisse. Like, the richest 10% in India owns 77.4% of the national wealth, and the poorest 60% have meager just 5% wealth, less than 5% wealth. So in that also, top 1% people own 51.5%. And the next 4% people own 17.1%, and next 5% people own 8.8. So this 1 plus 4 plus 5, 10% people own almost 77% of the wealth of the nation. आपका जो 80-20 का जो बोल रहे थे ना, so यहाँ पे 80-90-10 है. 90%, almost, 77% wealth is owned by 10% people, top 10% people. And the poor 60% people only have less than 5% wealth of the nation. Why there is so much of disparity in distribution of wealth? इतना potential है, इतना growth हुआ है, market से grow हुआ है. Why there is so much of disparity? Can I have some answer in the chat box? I want some interaction. See, let me tell you, I believe in law of attraction. I live in, I keep saying that energy is everything and everything is energy. And if you don't show the energy here, you can't show the energy outside. Okay. If you not even participating, don't expect that you will get that wealth. Compounding. Why there is so much of due to lack of financial knowledge? Okay. Yeah. What else? Lack of product knowledge of various products. Lack of knowledge. So most of you are saying lack of knowledge. Now, according to me, मैंने जितना study किया है, कितना training attend किया है, I've read so many of autobiographies. All the successful people, I've read the autobiographies and studied their life. Wealthy people, and did lot of trainings continuously. Today, I'm a lifetime student. I keep learning. I keep investing in different various programs. In just matter of 2017, 18, 19, 3 years, I've invested more than 40 lakhs on self learning. Okay, self education. Okay, so जितना मैंने सीखा है, whatever I have learned, and in that what I have observed, the main reason why there is so much of disparity is because of this reason. They didn't have ICS. आपने IAS सुना है, MBBS सुना है, CS सुना है, ये ICS क्या नहीं. ICS ये मैंने बनाया हुआ है, and whoever has this ICS, whoever has followed the ICS, they are in the top 1% or the top 4%. These are the qualities of the top 1% people, the top 5%, top 10% people. And those who are not aware about this ICS, and those who didn't follow the ICS, even if they were aware, okay, they are in that below the 60% or 80% category. So what is this ICS? The first thing is why there is so much of disparity. First thing is, those who are in the bottom 90%, okay, those who are in the bottom 90%, they didn't have a clear goal, focus, or intention to create wealth and reach top 1%, 5%, 10%. In the beginning only, I told you, I get so many calls every week, every month, that they call me because they want to start SIP, they want to invest some money in mutual funds, stocks, buy insurance policy, but nobody calls me that I want to be in top 1%, top 5%, top 10%, I want to achieve financial independence, financial freedom, can you guide me? Nobody calls. So when you do not have the intention only, आपके पास इरादा ही नहीं है कि मुझे टॉप 1% में पहुंचना है, जब आपने सोचा ही नहीं है, when you have not even thought about it, then how can you expect that you will reach top 1%, top 5%? And people who reach top 1%, top 5%, top 10%, they had the clear intention and goal to be in the top class and top category में जाने के लिए. And that's the reason they have reached this. And that's why in our company we have made, if you do not have the clear goal or intention to achieve financial freedom, financial independence goal, उसके लिए जो 1 करोड़ 2 करोड़ 4 करोड़ 5 करोड़ 10 करोड़ जो वेल्थ लगने वाले, हम बताएंगे कितना लगेगा आपके नीड के हिसाब से. अगर वो टारगेट नहीं है, then don't invest money, might as well go and enjoy. At least holiday you will not regret. Okay. So first thing is, if you want to, not just in this field, any field you want to become successful, you need to have an intention that I want to be in top 1%, top 5%, top 10%. When your why is clear, this is the intention. Why? Your why has to be clear, why you need to reach there. When that is clear, how automatically you will find the way. So first you need to have an intention. If you want to become a successful financial professional, who can attract HNI clients, who can talk to anybody like expert. If you do not have the intention to do CFP, then you don't expect that you will get CFP. And today if anybody अगर कोई FPSB अगर कोई स्कीम लेके आया है कि आप 1 लाख रुपए दे दो, 2 लाख रुपए दे दो, 5 लाख रुपए दे दो, हम लोग CFP दे देंगे, लेट मी डू, लाइन लग जाएगा. दैट्स नॉट इजी. जो लाइफ में जो इंपॉर्टेंट चीज होता है, जो विच इज गुड फॉर अस, इज नॉट इजी. And that's the reason people don't pursue. Okay, the first is I. You need to have intention. The second is clarity. अब intention तो था, okay, but they didn't know the exact magic number required. मैं फाइनेंशियल इंडिपेंडेंट होना चाहता हूँ, फाइनेंशियल फ्रीडम अचीव करना चाहता हूँ. डू यू नो द एग्जैक्ट नंबर रिक्वायर्ड? What is the enough wealth that you should create during your lifetime? So that is the reason there are two types of people I come across when I'm dealing with people. One, the people who have lack of income, lack of wealth, who don't know how to achieve it. And there are people who have so much of wealth, still accumulating. This second category of people, we call them this, they are living poor to die rich. Even though they have wealth, they are not spending, they're not enjoying. They are living poor so that to die rich. What is the meaning of that wealth if you're not enjoying? If there is no purpose of that wealth, if you don't give the meaning to the wealth that you create. इसीलिए ये जो accumulate करते हैं ना, and people who have not achieved financial independence, financial freedom, they also don't know what is enough. And that's the reason कि मेरा लाइफ में ऐसे ही होने वाला, let me do what I want. Either they are spending, they are not creating, they are not saving, they are not investing, because they don't know the exact magic number. कितना wealth लगने वाला है, उसके लिए CFP करना पड़ेगा to find out the magic number. टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी का नॉलेज होना चाहिए. कितना एफई चाहिए, फ्यूचर वैल्यू चाहिए उसको अचीव करने के लिए, कितना पीवी चाहिए, उसके लिए कितना पीएमटी करना पड़ेगा आज के तारीख में. यू नीड टू हैव दैट नॉलेज. वो आएगा जब व्हेन यू हैव द सीएफपी नॉलेज. सो क्लैरिटी ऑफ द मैजिक नंबर. एंड आई कैन से दैट्स व्हाई आई टोल्ड यू दिस इज अ फाइनेंशियल इंजीनियरिंग. सो इंटेंशन, व्हाट डू यू वांट टू अचीव, देन व्हाट इट टेक्स टू अचीव दैट. That is the clarity. You need to have C. C मतलब CFP होना चाहिए उसके लिए. If you want to know the clarity of magic number, you need to have the C, that is CFP होना चाहिए. And the last one, and very, very important, you have the intention also, you have the clarity of the magic number also. Okay, but still, investor are themselves are the biggest enemy of themselves. Why? Because of psychology takes over. Emotions and greed takes over. And in spite of so much, it's not like people have not started the SIP. It's not like people have not invested in mutual fund. It's not like the people have not invested in PMS stocks portfolio. Because of psychology, जब market गिरता है तो भी exit करते हैं, market ऊपर जाता है तो भी exit करते हैं. They don't have the patience. They don't have this. And that is the reason they need to have the, and जो भी successful हुआ है, all those people have one thing. And why they have become successful? They have surrendered themselves to the coach. And they didn't have the right Sarthi to guide them. Okay, says मतलब they didn't have the right Sarthi to guide them, handle them. ये इमोशनल इसमें से जाने के लिए उनके पास, उनको बचाने के लिए. So that's why if you see 2000 में 45,000 का ARN एक्टिव ARNs थे. Okay, and 2.5 lakhs. Industry has grown by 19%. Market has grown by 15 to 17%. Portfolio has grown by almost more than 20% in the last 20, 25, 30, 35 years. But the professionals, The ARM holders is grown by only 7%. There is so much of scope for people who can see this potential, huge potential. That's why industry need more people, more distributors, more advisors. एंड कितना चाहिए? आज जो 2.5 लाख हम बोल रहे हैं, कम से कम 10 लाख तो चाहिए, 220 मैं मिनिमम लेवल पे, बिकॉज अभी करेंटली अराउंड 10 करोड़ का एक्टिव इन्वेस्टर्स है, फोलियोस है, इन्वेस्टर्स है। तो एटलीस्ट 26 to 30 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टर भी अगर बना बाय 2047, वी नीड एटलीस्ट 10 lakhs फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर्स। दिस इज द स्कोप। यहां से कम 3 times नंबर्स लगने वाला है। करंट कैपेसिटी खाली 25% भी नहीं है, जितना मार्केट में चाहिए उसके सामने 25% भी नहीं है आज के तारीख में। मैं खुद 1 million लोगों का लाइफ ट्रांसफॉर्म करने के लिए टारगेट लिया हूं। ह्यूज पोटेंशियल इज देयर। एंड मोर ओवर, क्यों आगे मार्केट क्यों अच्छा हो सकते हैं, या जीडीपी क्यों अच्छा बढ़ सकता है, या ये इंडस्ट्री क्यों अच्छी तरह से ग्रो हो सकता है? इफ यू सी द देयर इज ए शिफ्ट इन द थॉट प्रोसेस, शिफ्ट इन द फाइनेंशियल, द इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, एसेट क्लासेस। सो 2000 में अगर उस समय में अगर बात करते, सबसे ज्यादा जो हाईएस्ट पैसा जाता था रियल एस्टेट एंड गोल्ड इसमें जाते थे, ओके, या फिक्स डिपॉजिट में होता था, पीपीएफ, ईएफ, गवर्नमेंट सेविंग्स में इन्वेस्टमेंट ज्यादा होते थे। एंड टुडे फाइनेंशियलाइजेशन ऑफ products savings has increased drastically. So the shift is happening from physical assets to financial assets. Why? Because पहला सब एक पैरल इकोनॉमी चलता था, ब्लैक इकोनॉमी का, एंड टुडे वो बहुत कम हो गया बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल डिजिटल पेमेंट, फोन पे, जी पे, एवरीथिंग। इवन एक चाय बेचने वाला, सिगरेट बेचने वाला, तरकारी बेचने वाला, एवरीबडी इज यूजिंग फोन पे, एंड द मनी इज कमिंग टू द बैंक अकाउंट। सो दैट इज, पहला वो कैश हो तो इन्वेस्ट नहीं कर पाते थे, बट टुडे वी कैन इन्वेस्ट। इतना मोबिलाइजेशन होने वाला है सेविंग्स। दैट्स द रीजन वी नीड मोर पीपल। एंड टायर 2 टायर 3 सिटीज में, टायर 2 टायर 3 सिटीज में बहुत ग्रोथ हो रहा है, बहुत फोलियोस ऐड हो रहे हैं, डीमैट अकाउंट ओपन हो रहा है। जैसे ह्यूज पोटेंशियल इज देयर। जो आज तक जो लोग इसमें नहीं आए थे, उससे कहीं ज्यादा लोग अभी इसमें आने वाले फ्यूचर में। एंड दैट्स द रीजन वी नीड मोर पीपल। पहला जो था, जो नॉलेज है, एजुकेटेड है, पीपल हु आर अवेयर, ओनली दोस पीपल यूज टू इन्वेस्ट। ऑलमोस्ट 90-95% पीपल नहीं इन्वेस्ट करते थे इसमें। आज वैसा नहीं है। तो ह्यूज स्कोप इज देयर इन द फ्यूचर। इसीलिए अगर आपको फ्यूचर में इसको एक सीरियस बिजनेस बनाना है, सीरियस करियर, इफ यू वांट टू मेक अ सीरियस करियर इन दिस इंडस्ट्री, वेदर यू वांट टू डू जॉब, वेदर यू वांट टू डू बिजनेस, दिस ह्यूज स्कोप इज देयर इन दिस इंडस्ट्री। ओके, सो दैट्स द रीजन इंडस्ट्री नीड्स लॉट ऑफ द राइट सारथीस, कोच जरूरी है। ओके, सारथीस एंड मेनी सारथीस, मिलियंस ऑफ सारथीस एंड कोच जरूरी है। एंड लेट्स बिल्ड 2047 इन्वेस्टमेंट का अमृत काल टुगेदर। एंड द बेस्ट वे टू प्रिडिक्ट द फ्यूचर इज टू क्रिएट टुडे। And this is the chance for you to create your future and your people that you want to help their future. And this is the great license that you will get, or this is the great profession that you will get in your hand, जो आप कितने लोगों का लाइफ ट्रांसफॉर्म कर सकते हैं। एंड आई एम ऑलरेडी ऑन दैट जर्नी। एंड इफ एनीबडी वांट एनी गाइडेंस, हेल्प इन द फ्यूचर, आई एम ऑलवेज अवेलेबल। You can reach out to the ICOP team, they will share my contact details. You can reach out and you can take guidance कभी अगर लगेगा तो। I sit in Bangalore office, so and Bangalore and Mumbai का मैनेज करते रहता हूँ। So if anybody is there, you can catch up. So that's all from my side. I think 5 minutes ज़्यादा ले लिया, I guess. Kanaya
Thank
ji,
you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
I hope I have done the justice to your audience.
For sure, definitely. We have our Rishi Narang, who is the academic head at ICOP. You must have interacted with Madhu ma'am. Now you also interact with Rishi sir. He will be presenting the CFP curriculum and all
Okay.
those nitty-gritty about the CFP. So Rishi sir, if you can switch on your camera.
Sure. I'm already there. Priya. And thank you so much. Thank you, Goda ji, for coming over at ICFP and giving a fantastic webinar. In fact, I just loved the ICS that you mentioned. I was trying to see, is that the older form of IAS which used to be in India before 47? But it came as the intention, the clarity, and the final was the psychology. I think these three things, if as Sarthis, we all are able to guide people in India with money. I think we'll certainly do a fantastic job by 47. So I think it's fantastic people here that you have people like Mr. Goda who are doing something which is very, very supportive and, trying to provide the right guidance, the right, light at the end of the tunnel. Because, see, when we start working in anything, friends, we don't really understand how we are earning, kya kare, what should we do with the money. We are overspending, we don't even realize that. But if you get someone like Mr. Goda at that time, so I think success, both in terms of your professional journey as well as your financial journey, is intact, right, Goda sir? So on
Yes.
that note, I'll just share my presentation. The idea, friends, here is that I just wanted to give you a brief about the entire CFP program and why, as Godaji just mentioned, why is it so critical right now to have um, the right advisors. And CFP, friends, is the gold standard when it comes to personal finance. When sir mentioned about that we need more than 10 lakh uh, distributors and advisors, I mean, that's a fact. That's a fact. In the financial world, friends, we are underserved. We don't have, it's only about mutual funds, but the world is not only mutual funds. So, take care, everybody. So, CFP, Certified Financial Planning Certification, friends, is a US based gold standard financial planning certification. It comes, there are two ways in which you can approach it. When it comes to, let's say, the regular pathway, we have four levels. And the great part over here is that the recognition doesn't start once you become a CFP. So, friends, as let's say there's someone who joins and he clears one level, he becomes, let's say for level one, you become the investment planning specialist, which is being certified by the Financial Planning Standards Board, US. So that is extremely, extremely, I would say, great that as I'm learning, I'm getting recognized, I'm moving towards the mission of becoming a CFP. When it comes to eligibility, anyone who has cleared 10 plus 2, he has, let's say, he's 18 plus, he's joined uh, college first year. So from that and up to any age, there's no age limit when it comes to CFP. I have seen the kind of students that we have at ICFP. We have people who have just joined college to, as people who have retired. They are right now in the age bracket of 70 to above 70 also. Because for a person who's at 70, it's a passion to manage their money very well and see that everything is intact. For people who are, let's say, ones who are in the BFSI sector, for them it's all about how do you really move up the ladder, how do you really become a leader in the profession. And for people who are, let's say, from a different profession, we have so many IT professionals joining us because, friends, firstly, when it comes to the BFSI sector is in great shape and momentum right now in India. Right. So it depends upon how things, and certainly the BFSI and the CFP, this entire ecosystem is right now in huge momentum. Things that I've not seen in my last 15 years of career is what I'm seeing now in the last 2 years. Coming to what is the curriculum all about, friends? So if you look at here, friends, that when we look at level one, so we have three modules. The first one is personal financial management. Here, friends, we train you on time value of money, power of compounding. How do you really assess the personal financial situation of a client? What is his net worth? Right? What is the cash flow that he is getting? Is he really able to have in surplus available for investments? What is his budget like? So deep diving into those concepts, which is going to really help you guide the clients. Now, when it comes to investment planning, friends, the second module in level one, you will be imparted training on all the asset classes: equity, fixed income, real estate, gold, alternates. What are the strengths? What are the strengths and weaknesses of different things. How do you really become someone who can, how do you really become someone who is uh, able to guide the clients in terms of what should be their asset allocation of the portfolio. Okay, how do you really assess the client's risk? Okay, investor psychology, be it about, let's say, investment. So deep diving into portfolios, management, and all of that. And as you all understand that the BFSI industry is a regulatory industry. So what really happens, friends, here is that in the CFP curriculum, you also learn about various regulations, compliances, which are going to be done on day one as you join jobs. Coming to level two, friends, it's about retirement planning and tax planning. Friends, retirement is the most important critical goal for all of us today. Right. And as a matter of fact, one study says that the millennials of India are really underfunded when it comes to the retirement corpuses. So that's a big, big business which we can certainly serve. Then comes, friends, tax planning. No, friends, please understand, there cannot be a financial plan, there cannot be any investments if we don't look at taxation angle on it. Right. So, right from all the five sources of income, taxation related to that, capital gains, long term, short term, right? So, all that is part of the curriculum that you will be trained. Coming to level three, friends, we have risk planning and estate planning. Friends, risk planning is about insurances. I have seen in my life how, any kind of a misadventure, right? Anything which is a misfortune actually creates a big dent on the wealth of families that we've seen. COVID was an eye opener for all of us. So then deep diving into what is insurance, different types of insurances. You talk about term plans, you talk about health, you talk about general, what does the product work, how does it really happen, all the rules, regulations, everything when it to make you someone who's an expert, a practical expert on insurances is what is taught here. Succession planning, friends, is a unique subject in the CFP curriculum, friends, because we can certainly guide clients and we all are working every day, day in, day out to create wealth. But what happens? I mean, what if the wealth is not transferred peacefully to the next generation? That's a big question. And as a matter of fact, it's a future. I say it's a futuristic, study in India because we really are not. We don't really think from this side. We feel that everything is under our control. That's not the case. We should plan, right? So then once you clear all the three levels, we get to the CFP final level where we have to appear in the final examination and along with it also submit a financial plan, a 360-degree holistic financial plan to the FPSP board for approval. Okay. Now, why should you choose ICOFP, the International College of Financial Planning? Friends, we brought the CFP program in India. ICOFP has been running for more than 2 decades now. In fact, more than that, as you know, the super specialized institution for financial education in India. And since 2002 onwards, we have been number one in this education of CFP in India. Friends, we have the highest number of CFPs, CFAs, and a lot of financial educated faculties with that. In fact, our collective education teaching experience in CFP is more than 75 years. Highest number of CFPs in the industry today who are at leading positions are ICOFP alum. In fact, just to let you know, one of our seasoned alum, Ms. Renu Maheshwari, was invited by the Finance Ministry to provide the perspective of financial planners and to take their inputs for the budget that is going to come in FY26. So that's the kind of strength that we command today. Now, these two slides, friends, give you a sense of the faculties that we have. We have faculties from IIMs, we have faculties, very seasoned, senior, professors from Delhi University, people who are professionals in their own domains, and also from, as I said, from IIMs, chartered accountants, CFPs minimum is everybody, right? Just to share with you, friends, ICOFP won the Educator of the Year award for 24-25. This was announced in the month of November, And why was it given to us if you look at it? Because we have been leading this mission. It's one thing to train on CFP, but we are also leading the financial awareness literacy mission in it. So that's the reason why we command this strength. Also, to let you know, friends, ICFP Dean Miss Madhusena won the Educator of the Year award last year, which is 23-24. So you see that the if the dean of the college is someone who is well recognized by the board and the industry, so it definitely brings in a great value addition to all of people who join us for pursuing the CFP. Now, what are the study options, friends, that we have? Right now, friends, we are we impart our trainings on online version. Okay, so you can go for we do understand that many of you are professionals, so we are going to have our sessions in the evenings only. And if it is, let's say, Saturday, Sunday, so it's going to be Saturday evening and first half, Sunday morning, 9 to 11 or 9 or maybe 11 to 1, and that's about it. Right. So that's the kind of because we do understand how we have to and how we can help you guys manage your time because everybody is pretty busy. The other alternative, friends, is also which we call as the e-learning pathway. So what happens here is that a candidate gets people who, let's say, can't commit timings, right? They have busy schedules. They can't really commit on the 2 2 hour sessions that we have. So then they can get access to our learning management system and and learn from it. Basically, go through the recordings of modules and go through it. Please understand the point that uh, these recordings are going to be specific for the e-learning module. So it is not a copy of the live sessions that we have. It's a complete different DIY kind of a module where you can go through it as per your convenience. But of course, when it comes to, let's say, when you book your exam, then it's one and the common thing. It's like you all from any pathway is part of our responsibility. You will be part of the, the exam focused groups where we provide last minute refreshers, sessions, mock tests, and a lot of host of things to get you successful in the first attempt. Let me go to the next slide. Right. So India's most comprehensive study material for CFP is provided by ICFP. Every module that I've just discussed today will have one concept book, one book, right? And as I said about it, we also provide online mock tests on the LMS, ones which are very, very near to the actual examination. Just to let you know, friends, that we provide, the intervention of mentorship. So when you, let's say, want to pursue your level 1, you will be given a mentor. When it comes to you want to, let's say, go for CFP finals, there will be a mentor. Who are these mentors? These are people who have cleared their CFPs very recently. When it comes to case studies, we also provide, when I mentioned about the financial plan, which we call it the case study, so we also provide mentors for it. And as I mentioned, so it's going to be very close handholding over the journey at ICFP, and it becomes very engaging. Trust me on that. Now, just to bring your attention to the fee of the CFP certification program. Friends, the fee is basically on two aspects. One is the fee charged by the Financial Planning Standard Board, and the second one is the fee from ICOFP. Now, when it comes to the board, if you look at it, friends, the board charges rupees 18,000 for registration, and the validity of this registration, friends, is 1 year. Okay. Now, apart from that, secondly, the board also requests that candidates should purchase the e-content of FPSV. And the fee for that is 6,500 rupees per level. Now, please understand that we don't really have to pay 32,500 at one go. It is as you move in the journey. Once, let's say, you've joined level 1, you will purchase the ebooks and then you will appear for the examination, and then you move to level 2 and then take the content. When it comes to examination fee, because it's a milestone based, you have to, in the regular pathway, you have 4 levels to clear. The fees is for level 1 to level 3, it is 8,000 rupees each. And for CFP final examination, it is 13,000 rupees. Okay. As I was mentioning, in the final, we also have to submit a financial plan. The charge for that is 12,000 rupees. And over the journey, friends, if you are purchasing specialist certifications, which I mentioned about, that the recognition doesn't only begin once you become a CFP, then for the fee for the specialist certification is 10,500 rupees. Okay. Now, friends, also to let you know that since I was mentioning that this is the entire journey about the regular pathway, right? There is also a quick way of completing your CFP, which is the fast track. Now, what happens in the case of fast track? The FPSB board says that we want some if there is a candidate who has the requisite education experience, and they can certainly do CFP very, very quickly. So, in terms of education, friends, the candidate needs to be, let's say, a CFA. Either he could be, let's say, a chartered accountant from India, ACCA from UK, CMA, CPA. In fact, MBA from any stream today is eligible to join the fast track, right? It could even be someone, let's say, who is a CA inter and he has 3-year articleship. Yes, he is also eligible. So there's a list of eligibility which has been broadened, because if you are a financial domain expert, then why not let you pursue CFP quickly? That's the whole idea. Now, when it comes to the next point of experience, 3 years of prior experience in the BFSI space is what is required. If you have both these things, you can straight away join the CFP fast track pathway, which means you only have to, fulfill the requirements of level 4, the final level, which is one is the examination and second is the financial plan submission. Okay. Uh, so please understand, ICOFP has a very different, unique way of handling candidates who come directly in the level 4. So friends, since you understand that we provide roughly around 55 hours of, close, I would say, hand holding in terms of making you understand on all the 6 modules that I mentioned. Because once you have the understanding on basics of those 6 modules, only then it's going to be very easy for you to pick up the CFP final directly and the financial. So the plan is intact, and we have many batches running for fast track. Today, professionals who want to add one more certification, one more credible financial certification, and this which one is focused on the personal finance domain. Now, the fee for fast track pathway from the FPSB board is as follows. They charge a fees of rupees 5,000 for validation, where they're going to check your education experience credentials, right? After that, friends, there is a combined fee of 34,000 rupees for 1 year of registration plus content. So this is an umbrella fees of 34,000. After that, friends, the financial plan assessment, same 12,000, final exam 13,000, and the CFP certification is 10,500. So the below 3 points are similar to the regular pathway. It's just that the first 2 are different, because the candidate here is straight away landing to the final level. Okay. Now, friends, coming to the second part of it, which is the fees which ICFP is going to charge you to impart you the closed mentored training on CFP, which is going to help you become a CFP in no time, in first attempt, and with top class, knowledge on the personal finance, in the personal finance space. So when it comes to, friends, the regular pathway, as I was mentioning, virtual learning means where faculty like me are going to come on Zoom platform and have an interactive session with the candidates on the other side for 2 hours each. So if it is you want to attend the virtual pathway, as I mentioned, the combined fee is 60,000 rupees for 4 levels. When it comes to, let's say, the DIY model, whereby you want to access at your own pace, but of course, the handholding is there for examination and all. The combined fee for 4 levels is 45,000. Coming to the other side, which I said, the fast track pathway, the quick route to become a CFP, the composite fee is 45,000 rupees, friends, which, as I mentioned, includes the 55 hours of refresher plus the entire CFP final curriculum imparting of knowledge plus the financial plan assessment support. Okay, so since you've joined us today, friends, we are giving a great offer of flat 10% discount on all pathways, be it the regular pathway, including of the virtual and the e-learning modes, and the fast track pathway where you can become CFP in 4 to 5 months. Along with it, friends, we are also providing to you discount coupons worth 16,250 rupees. So these discount coupons, friends, are applicable in the regular pathway, both virtual and e-learning. That doesn't really matter. Whereby you will be able to save this much amount of money on the content fee. This is not applicable on fast track. It's in the regular path. Along with it, friends, we are also providing you today, uh, 15 hours of e-learning videos for NISN 5A. Now, friends, along during the journey, if somebody pursues a NISN 5A mutual fund distributed module, if you haven't done it, I think it's a great synergistic move to do that, because you start earning even before you've completed your CFP, because you already have started learning on mutual funds and you can start advisory once you clear this. Along with it, friends, we provide 7 hours of premium recorded sessions for learning the art of stock trading. It's stock trading, as you know, is the in thing today because of the improving awareness on the equity markets in India and the reliability and the depth of the equity market. So why not learn it over the journey and become a successful investor and trader if you want to be. So it's just a learning curve. So if I want to submit it today, friends, uh, based on the offer that I just shared with you, you can save up to 32,000 rupees if you join today on the CFP program. And how can you really do it? You just have to pay us a minimum of 10,000, and we can also and apart from that, you can even go for 6 easy EMIs, right? Which my team can certainly help you to understand. Okay, and friends, the number on the screen, if you see 9711437779, please note it now. If you want, uh, details on the program and things like that, I am here right now. I can certainly answer all your questions, but you still have questions, you can certainly call on this number. So do save it right now. And we are open to questions. So, Kanaya, we can now take up questions from our audience today.
So thank you. Thanks a lot, Rishi. Friends, if you have any question, you can raise your hand and I'll unmute you one by one. By the time we see a couple of questions, duration of the regular pathway. So if you can start taking questions from the chat box also.
Sure. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. So just give me one second. So Subramaniam ji, duration of regular course, I would say roughly around 10 months. 10 months, I would call it. Because if it's weekend classes, you will have 4 to 5 hours of sessions over the weekend, which means around uh, 16 to 20 hours per month, right? So then around 10 months is what I would call. Please share fee structure once again on mail. Himanshu ji, if you can share your number, my team, counseling team can certainly get in touch with you and share with you all the details. Okay, I think you've provided the email. If you can even provide the number, that's going to be quicker, sir. Yeah, great, great.
All right. So I cannot see any raised hand, neither I can see any question unanswered. What is the total fee after discount? So for regular pathway, it would be 54,000 rupees for instructor led class and 40,500 for recording. Again, the 40,500 for fast track pathway. So just to inform you, our fast track pathway orientation is scheduled on tomorrow only. So if anyone is eligible to take the admission in fast track, please call on this number, that is 9711 43 779. My admission team is there. They can help you, guide you with all the details.
Just wanted to answer Rakesh ji. Rakesh ji mentioned, sir, the LMS access that I said, learning management system access that I said that every candidate is provided, it has recordings of the sessions. So we do understand that it's possible that sometimes you might not be able to attend, but I do recommend that you should try to attend all the sessions. But you get that. That's not a problem at all.
Yes, sir. You can unmute yourself. Please go ahead.
गुड आफ्टरनून। मेरा नाम गुरु है और मैं राजस्थान कोटा से बिलोंग करता हूँ। मेरा थोड़ा नॉर्थ है तो थोड़ा हिंदी है, थोड़ा इंग्लिश हिंदी दोनों है। तो मेरा सर एक क्वेश्चन था कि सीएफपी करने के लिए फ्यूचर में मेरे लिए, बिकॉज मैं यंग हूँ, तो मेरे लिए क्या आगे फ्यूचर का प्लानिंग ये यूज आ सकता है, या फिर मेरा, क्योंकि मैं जिस इंडस्ट्री में हूँ अभी, एक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हाउस, एनडीए म्यूचुअल फंड प्लस ईएमएस एआईएफ एंड इंश्योरेंस ब्रोकिंग कंपनी में वर्किंग है मेरा। तो मेरा किस तरह इसका यूज आ सकता है या बेटर मेरा हो सकता है फ्यूचर, तो मुझे करना चाहिए ये।
Please.
Should I answer? Okay. Hi, Guru. It's a very important question for everyone because definitely when we are pursuing something, we should understand what's the prospect. So, what I would suggest, Guru, today is that मैं हिंदी में भी बताता हूँ आपको कि आज की डेट में बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज आ रही है फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग वेल्थ साइड। सो इफ आप अभी यंग है, मैंने एक्चुअली अभी हमारे रीसेंट सीएफपी पास आउट को, ही इज वर्किंग इन गुड़गांव, उनको भी मैंने ये रिकमेंड किया। ही इज 23। सो आई टोल्ड हिम कि आप ट्राई कीजिए कि यू शुड गेट इनटू द वेल्थ साइड ऑफ इट, बिकॉज व्हाट्स गोइंग टू हैपन, आप सीएफपी करके व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि क्लाइंट्स को ट्रस्ट आता है, because you are technically sound, you are trained to handle the relationships and mine it up. तो आप जब ये चीज को कर पाते हो, क्लाइंट्स आपको ज्यादा पैसा देता है इन्वेस्ट करने को, आपका बुक साइज बनना शुरू हो जाता है। और बाय द टाइम यू आर लेट्स से 35 और मे बी 40, आपका बुक साइज कैन इवन बी समथिंग लाइक 200-300 crores। तो देन यू ऑलरेडी बिकम समवन हु इज रिक्वायर्ड बाय एवरीबॉडी इन द इंडस्ट्री कि गुरु हमें ज्वाइन कर ले। तो हमारे पास सीधा बुक साइज आ जाता है, क्लाइंट्स ऐसे ट्रस्ट करते हैं। तो मेरे हिसाब से आज की डेट में सबसे बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी वेल्थ है। म्यूचुअल फंड्स ना बहुत छोटा पार्ट है उसका। वेल्थ इज वेयर आप जो प्रोडक्ट्स के नॉलेज हम आपको देंगे, डिफरेंट एसेट क्लासेस, अभी आप शायद फिक्स्ड इनकम में नहीं देखते हैं, बॉन्ड्स कैसे काम करते हैं, सिप्स कैसे काम करते हैं, एआईएफ कैसे काम करता है, तो वो सब समझना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट। ठीक है, आई होप आई हैव आंसर्ड योर क्वेरी।
DC, I'm so sorry to interrupt again. We have another session scheduled on the same panel, so we have to wind up. If there are any questions unanswered, let's answer those questions one by one. Jaganji, I didn't get your question. 54 plus 45. If you can raise your hand, I'll unmute you. You can ask your question directly. Jaganji, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you. I'm audible. Just want to double check.
Yes, yes, sir. You are very loud.
Okay.
Please
Uh,
go.
Thank you so much. So my question is more on like the fee. I'm just I'm working as an IT professional. So my organization predominantly works in wealth management. They are like and asset and management and taking such kind of bits. I just want to improve myself, and moreover, I'm just visualizing how can be a part of CFP so that in future I can also participate. I can also plan, be a financial planner. So I can contribute to this industry. That's my objective around attending this session. So just want to know the fee structure. For example, like you did mention about 54K and additional like 45 for e-learning materials, right? So when I say like virtual.
Jaganji, we lost your voice. Uh, we cannot hear you properly, Jaganji. All right, so let me answer this question. I got your question. Uh, so there are two pathways. One is a regular pathway, one is a fast track pathway. To continue studying in the regular pathway, either you can join the instructor led classes that is happening on the Saturday and Sunday. My faculty will come, like the Rishi will come. He will deliver the lecture on a in front of you. You can raise your query, you can ask your doubt then and there, you can resolve your query. We also have an option e-learning where we have recorded every classes in a studio environment. So that is for someone who have some different commitments on the weekend, those who have some uh, paucity of time and they cannot come on every Saturday and Sunday to attend the class, they can continue with the e-learning classes. So that's the thing. For regular pathway, the course fee is 60,000 rupees, and if you enroll today, you will avail a 10% discount. The e-learning class that is of 45,000 rupees. So if you enroll today, you will get it at 40,500 rupees. I hope I have answered. Please confirm in the chat box, sir, if you have any more doubts. Thank you. Great. So, Rishi, I think we should wind up the session now. Thank you so much, Rishi. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this Saturday and spending your 1.5 hour with us. With this, now signing off.
Thank
In
you.
case you
Bye.
have query, this is a number. Please write down 9711 43 Remember this number. You can call on this number, and the entire team is there to help you, guide you with all the details, and committed to make you a certified financial planner. With this, signing off. Thank you.